And so begins round 2. Jordan on Red-White Fervent Blade up against Jerome on Mystery Deck that we will figure out together as a team. Looks like both are keeping on 7, and Jerome's going to go for the old turn 1 Bloodstained Mire fetch.
Yeah, he's cast 2 spells.
And there's Blood Crypt into either. Now I remember what decks Jerome plays. Jerome plays Goblins. Jerome is a Goblins player, and he's coming to gobble up Jordan's wins here and turn them into losses. But red-black land Aether Vial is certainly... Look, there are some telegraphed moves in Magic, and that might be the most telegraphed one. Looks like Jerome drew another Aether Vial. Hooray. Hooray for him. Yeah, play another one. Ooh, Jerome with the old 1-land Vial. Risking it all. Jordan at least draw a 2nd land there. Yeah, gonna fetch. Fetch for the plains with the old Arid Mesa. Ragavan coming in. Would you like a Skirk Prospector, Jordan? For the low cost of 1 treasure? He doesn't need to use a treasure. He can just use his Inspiring Vantage, actually. Treasure. 3 mana, what are you going to do with it? The world is your oyster. Just jam Blood Moon. All right, no black, but Jerome's got a couple of vials ready to go, so maybe he doesn't need the black. Jerome looks like still did not draw a 2nd land, so it's all in on these vials now. Looks like Jerome's just going to pass back to Jordan, but now Jordan's got to worry about the vial on 2. Gonna play Leonidas, the Spear of Leonidas. Yeah, Jerome. Yeah, that's right, Jerome. We got a reader. We got cards that have never seen the light of modern day, and here they are. Jordan just jamming the craziest shit you've ever seen in your life. And then I think Jordan's gonna be forced to pass because Vial on 2, Vial on 1, not that scary, but Vial on 2, ooh. I believe that's the Goblin Instigator. That's going to cheat a Goblin from Jerome's hand and into play when it deals combat damage to Jordan. Yeah, now Jordan's got to do some reading. Reading all around. Can Jordan afford to block this with his only creature? I mean, it's pretty tempting to keep that Spear online. Looks like Jordan's got a whole lot of nothing else in hand, too. You might just have to take this and let Jerome have a free Goblin. But does that mean he loses the game? He's just going to block it, because that Goblin does have first strike. It's a 2-mana 1/1. Play Fervent Champion. That's a good one. Auto-equip for free. And then go swing in. Discard 2, draw 2. Right, so land Magus, please give him a blocker. But Jerome's going to throw in something to block the Fervent Champion because Spear, again, does not actually buff any power and toughness. It just adds fun keywords. Here comes another card. Look at the Mogwar Marshal, going to make a 1/1 Goblin.
I'm going to proceed to float 4, 9, 10 mana.
And gonna eat the Fervent Champion. Just gonna trade. And Jordan's going to play another Magus of the Moon. And Snoop flips over Cavern of Souls, that's fine. Jerome's probably not too happy to see Cavern of Souls now. He doesn't really care about that card anymore. But 2/2 looking pretty good here. Well, I could have sworn that Fervent Champion, does this Fervent Champion have first strike? Yeah, did Jordan miss something? Because Mog War Marshal's a 1/1, right?
And it can be like all the, yeah.
Mog War Marshal. Yeah, it's a 1/1. So Jordan threw away his Fervent Champion for no reason. Just trying to learn. Oh, the Instigator has double strike, doesn't it? Not first strike, but double strike. Instigator, Goblin Instigator, where is it? Or Warren Instigator. It does have double strike. Okay. Yeah, Warren Instigator. Has Double strike. So I think, yeah, Jordan threw away his Fervent Champion for no reason. Plays Sword of Forge and Frontier. And force to pass the turn. The Flash Goblin on top definitely may be a problem. Jordan running out of gas here, though. And Jerome was able to just run away with the game with old Goblins. I can actually change his deck name now to Goblins, since we know firmly what he's on. Blood Moon. You have 2 mountains, Jerome. Sorry. Blood Moon is certainly still in play. Gonna attack for a bunch of damage. Buff the team with the Battlecry Goblin. For a bunch of damage, it looks like. And make another Goblin. Putting Jordan down to 10. This is a pretty critical draw here for him. You can pick up a Flage. He might still be in this game. That's a Magus of the Moon. I don't know if Magus is good enough here. And yeah, Jordan's going to scoop her up. Scooping it up. You have game 2. Jordan on the play. No buggers for either side. Just keeping both sides 7. No turn on play from Jordan. So I would expect to see a Stoneforge Mystic next turn. After he fetches.
Even though Wizards officially declared Commander as their #1
Stuff together, bud. Okay, we're gonna float.
It's that old Sacred Foundry. So Jordan did put Wear Tear in. No good here, though. Yeah, here comes Stoneforge Mystic.
I'm going to play Skullwinder. Targeting you. Each get to grab a card from the graveyard back to our hand.
Gets sort of Fire and Ice. Very strong option against Goblins for sure.
You, Evan, you go right ahead and wipe that board, buddy. I think I'm going to get roofed up. Now we're dogging. So decide.
Ooh, Jerome again with the greedy one-landers. Jerome, what are you doing, my guy? Stop. You got, oh, no, there's second land. Okay. Never mind. I was like, dude, I think Jerome's passing here. But no, here comes Dismember. Just full send Dismember. Pays the black, only takes 2 life from the Phyrexian mana. Fetch again with the Arid Mesa. What? I would love to see a Cassandra here. That would be great. Fable would also be fine. Wouldn't hate Flage either.
So 4 damage total. On the attack swing, I'm going to sacrifice Dreams of the Dead.
And looks like it's sort of Fire and Ice. Passes it back. Jerome with the Goblin Instigator with haste. Thanks to the Arena of Glory. Very nice. So Jerome gets to go get 2 Goblins now. So Goblin Matron picks up anything first. And then the second hit from the double strike of the old Warren Instigator. Yeah, the second hit of the Warren Instigator is going to get whatever I assume Jerome gets from his deck, just puts it into play. And there is the Trash Master, which is sack a Goblin, destroy an artifact. pretty strong play here for Jerome on the turn 3. Haste off of the Arena Glory is kind of sweet. Jordan takes 2. Chips it back, so now Jordan's going to need something good. I believe the Goblin Trash Master also is a Lord.
I'm going to put this on the stack just so I have it. In response, I'm going to go through
Disruptor Flute.
until my next turn.
So he did put in the flutes. Particularly Goblin Trash Master was a Goblin. Yeah, so he can name, probably likely naming Trash Master here. So that now it costs Jerome 2 mana and sack a Goblin to destroy an artifact. Or no, yes, no, 3 mana, sorry, 3 mana. Sack a Goblin, destroy an artifact.
They're in the upside down. It's perfect. I love that. In response to the phasing, I am going to tap 3 of my tokens to draw a card.
Which is certainly a... Oh no, Activate Blade just can't be activated, never mind. I need to reread Flute. So yeah, Jordan's artifacts are safe for now. Jordan's going to go and get Shadow Spear and put it into his hand. So if Jordan has a land this next turn, he can play Shadow Spear, equip Shadow Spear, and equip Sword of Fire and Ice, and then start going to town with the Trample and the Lifelink. Jerome's land is not on tap. He exerted it for haste, so now he's only got 2 mana left. Ooh, and here comes the Goblin Blast Master to shoot Jordan in the face. Or shoot Jordan somewhere down, leaving him again with no creatures in play. A lot of removal for a Goblin deck. Jordan takes a big chunk of damage. Jordan gets to put in 2 Goblins. Just flood the board with dudes. I don't think Jordan has any board wipes this deck. We have his list. So still can't sack Goblins to get artifacts, but if Jordan can play a creature and equip it with the Shadow Spear, then he's not totally out. So here comes Fervent Champion. That's a good start. Equip with the Sword of Fire and Ice. Equip with the Shadow Spear. Yeah. And then attack in for 4 damage. Bringing Jordan up to 11 and shoots out the Instigator, but is that enough? Is that enough is the question. Because Trash Master buffs the board, right? I think I'm going to get +1/+1. So Jordan needs to draw a card off that. Is it enough to keep him in the game? That's a lightning bolt, but I can't tell if the land behind his oil slick plains is a mountain. See, I think he should have maybe shot. Oh no, Trash Master's a 3/3, so he needs Bolt to shoot Trash Master, which he does have. Otherwise, Jerome has. He can't keep up both Goblin War Marshals. He has to echo one of them away, and he can pay 2 to keep another one. So both of them die. Okay, so that means that Jerome is sitting on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So Jordan not technically dead yet. Not technically dead yet. Can this Fervent Champion go the distance? I think that's the real question here. Can it go the distance?
My personal favorite is
And Jerome turns his creature sideways. Jordan takes him to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Down to 2. Passing it back. Jordan allowed to untap. There's another wear tear. See, too many wear tears. This is Sword of Forge and Frontier. I can only say that because I know what version Jordan owns, and that's certainly it. It's very hard to read. So this is coming in for 6. And Jerome does have a response. 3 mana, full send Dismember to shrink Jordan's guy to a 2/2. A 2/2. Or no, a 1/1. So undoes all the buffing from Jordan's equipment. Hits in for 1 damage. Sure, I'm going to 11, paying 1 for Exian. Couple of lands, another Fervent Champion. Tapped land, unfortunately. Jordan still does have a Lightning Bolt. So, I mean, is he just dead? He goes up to... Draw a card off of the sort of Fire and Ice. So 1 damage on the Trash Master. It's kind of weird. Play another Fervent Champion. Move everything over. This Fervent Champion dies a horrible death. Play the tap land and see if this block is enough to keep Jordan alive. First Strike actually does a lot here because First Strike gains Jordan 6 life up to 8. And he can block the Trash Master and then take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But if Jerome doesn't tag with Trash Master, then he's throwing in for 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Jordan blocks 2 of it. 10 goes up 6, 9. So I think Jerome still has the kill here. He just swings with everything but Trash Master. Does he see the math? Haste Goblin, that certainly helps things, if this is what this is. Goblin Chain Whirler.
I will then tap to draw a card.
There's protection from red, doesn't take any damage from that. Alright, will Jerome attack with the Trash Master is the question. Oh, he's touching it? Is he going to turn sideways? No, he's holding it back. And that is a W for Jerome, I believe. Block the big one. 2, 4, 6. Oh no, but yeah, Jordan has no Lightning Bolt up. You really need to kill that Trash Master.
Okay, cool. In response to that, I'm going to continue to draw cards. Because I have tokens.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And that's it. And Jordan's going to keep, but 1 to the bottom. Looks like Daniel's happy with his 7. No Toronto play from Jordan, so it's just going to be the old Flooded Strand Path. They're going for, looks like Breeding Pool. Into the old Delighted Halflings. That's pretty on brand for Daniel, I think, still. Daniel could be playing like a 4-color Omnath list, or could be playing like Niv to Light. And here comes a Warrior class. And once again, we got a reader. Look, you always got to read what Warrior class does.
Cast Explosive Vegetation. Get 2 more lands in the play tap.
You know, I think this is like a common thing for brewers, is that whenever you play a card and your opponent has to read it, you can't help but feel a little bit happy, you know? You're just like, heh, 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 you fool.
Yeah, it's like, I just
Sort of Fortune Frontier. For red, for green. Explore plus Impulse. Oh, here comes the fairy. Are they going to bounce the Warrior class? That's kind of good for Jordan, right? It's going to bounce nothing. Just going to draw a card. So, yeah, this looks definitely up Daniel's alley. We'll just go, like, control question mark. Oh, and here's Magus. Control question mark? Some sort of control deck. But there's Magus of the Moon. So Daniel not really locked out. He at least has rainbow mana for legendary spells. And he has white and red. So I mean, it's not over yet. So a Timely Flage would be good here. Daniel playing Stomping Ground. What is Daniel playing? Is he playing Domain? All right, 1, 2, 3. There's Flage. Shoot Magus, gain 3. Yeah. I'm gonna guess this is 4C control. I'm gonna punch in 4C control. I mean, we've certainly seen 4 colors of spells. Jordan's just gonna level up the class. And then maybe next turn he gets to go Cassandra, surprise, surprise, equip, and then attack.
But if one of us dies, we can just punch you with it. It's equivalent equal charge, isn't it? So this produces 2.
Daniel fetches, gets a triumph.
Does it count as goaded? Oh, okay. I thought it goaded.
Here comes Renin 6. Buy back the fetch land, the Misty Rainforest. Jordan draws, and there, in fact, is Cassandra. Daniel's like, I'd like to read this, thank you. And now, does Cassandra say player or planeswalker? Or is it just player? A player. Ley Line Binding on Cassandra. That's a pretty good one. So no attacks for Jordan, unfortunately. And take up the Fairy. Take up Renin 6 in a second, probably. Play him. Oh. Here's Omnath. And Jordan has seen the writing on the wall. Daniel has successfully curved out his 4C control deck and done the thing. Sending Jordan to the sideboard. Jordan's gonna mulligan down to 5, it looks like. Not a great start against the, you don't really want to mulligan at all, but mulligan against control definitely feels a little bad. And there it is, just Soken's-on Monkey for the play for Jordan. I mean, as far as controls that are, or plays that are getting against control are considered, this is one of them. Does Daniel play Lightning Bolt? He does. Bolt the Monkey, untap draw. Fetch shock. There's a Flage in the bottom of the deck. And here comes Warrior Class. So he's going to search for an equipment. All right, so Jordan did put Wear Tear. There's that Wear Tear in there. Left in the Flages. Flages are good against control. Ooh. Here comes second land for Daniel. Does he have the Renin 6, though? This is what this comes down to. Does he get the green land, or does he get to Triumph for Leyline Binding? Here comes a green land. Yep, shocking. And good old Renin 6. Remember Renin 6? Remember Renin 6? Yeah, there it is. And then pick up Winslow Heath. Yoink. Jordan so foraging for even more equipment out of his deck. The man can't get enough of his tutorable artifacts. There's sort of Forge and Frontier and pass it back. No third land, very sad. I mean, On the mull of 5, sometimes that is just the way it goes. And Delighted Halfling comes down. Ren ticks up on Zilch, it looks like. Just gonna evoke Solitude, get rid of the Stoneport Mystic. Daniel does not want to mess around. He's like, I'm just gonna keep your board clear while I can. Jordan's trying to get a bunch of Fervent Champions in his hand that all die to run in 6 and are blocked by Delighted Halfling. Was Jordan forced to pass there? I think he did. Oh, that is very tragic. So you're looking at the 3rd land, so you can play equipment, and then next turn, Fervent Champion, equip for free, swing. That's kind of the important part. If you can't pull that off, then he is in big danger. Big danger. Yeah, take up Ren, get the thing, draw a card, basically, pass back to Jordan. Jordan finally finds that 3rd land. Now looks like it's probably going to be equipment time. Forge of Frontier, and then passes it back to Daniel. So, unfortunately, yeah, Jordan's still like a turn behind here.
Yeah, so when all of this resolves, we sack all color permanents. And it's each player, right? So that'll die. Oh no, you can't be sacked. I just died. It's good though.
So I think Jordan would like to actually see a 4th land here, because then he can go sort of Fire and Ice, Fervent Champion, double equip, and then maybe he's in this game. Prismatic Ending on the Warrior class. I think Jordan's incredibly fine with that. All right, there's the land. So I think now he can try to go all in here and see what happens. And he can also try to do it again next turn if this fails. Yeah, there's the fetch. George changed his mind. He's like, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to shock in. I don't need that mountain. We're just going to... Our left total is irrelevant against the control deck. Let's just slam it in. I think Daniel, though, is staring at a couple of counter spells over there, so... I think it's unlikely that... Yeah, you want... No, Jordan. I really would have liked to see him cast the sword first, I think. Oh, Leyline Binding. Okay. Daniel jumping the gun here. So it's paying off. Here comes second Fervent Champion. All right, so he's going to just churn out champions until the cows come home, I guess.
Yeah, face down creature face up. The manifest is technically not a creature. Wait, yes it is. It's considered a creature also. Yeah, he does. Because that's the point of it. I
don't think you got to do that. You can just... I think Jordan now can just swing in for 4. Or for 3, I mean. Get his value. Wear Terror. Just blow up the Leyline Binding. Get back Fervent Champion. Play another Fervent Champion. I mean, there's some Knight synergy going on here that's pretty sweet. Gets to attack. I don't believe he can actually pump the sword one. But these ones can pump each other. The other ones are safe to be pumped.
Migration Path, I get 2 basic lands and play text. Sometimes it just does nothing. Sometimes
everything at Ren at 6, it looks like. Oh, but the sword at Daniel. The other 2 at Ren at 6.
I'm just going to mark how many triggers he has left because the stack gets weird when you play Cascade.
And yeah, the top 2. Play an extra land.
Do you want to cut?
Just play the untapped one, yeah. No, play the tapped one. Yeah, you don't need that. You don't need that untapped. One untapped. All right, well, Daniel maybe is out of resources.
Third Cascade throws a Chaos. I Cascade under 4.
But Ren 6 can start popping off these Fervent Champions, though.
Because then I can, make
But is that a fast enough play, really? Does that make sense to just take turns shooting your opponent's creatures for a couple turns when this sorted up Fervent Champion is causing problems? Surveil?
No, my 5 costs.
Doesn't need another Ren 6, correct. Untap. Daniel looking for some action here. He's still got a pretty full grip of hands, but is it a full grip of lands? Shoot off one of those, yeah. Another Ren 6. Jordan sees the writing on the wall. Shoot off the other one, yeah. Passes it back. Is that prismatic ending, it looks like? So, I mean, you can ending the Ren 6. But let's put this sword into play first. Equip up the sword. Attack for a bunch. That just connects? Oh my god.
I will.
Flage Blood Moon.
Cast a Blood Blade Elf.
Draw a card. Tapped land, unfortunately. Tap land's just doing Jordan dirty here. Those very unfortunately stay exiled. Bye-bye Flage. Bye-bye Blood Moon. Blood Moon would have been great here too. But Jordan does have a creature that is basically immune to everything outside of Leyline Binding. So that's kind of, or Leyline Binding and Solitude, I should say. So it kind of comes down to this.
I will spin this up, make an 8/8 Phyrexian Horror with Trample.
Daniel's a 3. He needs a white removal spell to get rid of this Fervent Champion. Or a board wipe. The board wipe is also fine.
It does. Builds right into its kit. Can you believe it? Yeah. I took away the hammer so you wouldn't take the damage.
Is that binding?
Perfect. He's dead enough to buy.
Planes. Ooh, and he did rip the binding off the top.
Love it. I will pass the turn.
Take that. Take that away. Jordan's gonna draw a card.
So I'm gonna go wait outside real quick. Make sure it shows up.
Untap, draw another card. Another Fervent Champion off the top. The 4th champion. Fervent Champion. Equip. And it's enough! Oh my god. All it took was all 4 Fervent Champions to win that game and a couple of swords. I cannot believe Jordan out here getting away with murder. Murder of the highest degree. All 4 Fervent Champions had to show up. And, well, now Dan's going to be on the play here. This is enough. That might be a little bit too. That might be too many wear tears in the opening hand there, Jordan. I think you should probably mulligan. That hand was kind of bad. He kept it. Never punished. Drew Javier, but not going to cast Javier into the Ren 6. Javier Dominguez. Dan goes to the Triumph instead of a Surveil land. Interesting. Just going to pass the turn. So he's setting up, that should telegraph to Jordan that Leyline Binding is in his future, right? Because Daniel wants to get it online as quickly as possible. And then he can start surveilling later, I suppose, once he has his Leyline Binding mana in play. Jordan just second land pass. Again, not exposing Javier to Ren 6. Also, should begin for 1 damage. Maybe just not worth it, you know? I really do enjoy calling Fervent Champion heavy air. But there's Surveil Land, so it looks like Domain is online. So I believe that's Jetmir's Garden, which is the Bant Triome. No, not Bant. Naya Triome. Jetmir's Garden is Naya Triome, which is white, green, and red. So, full domain not online, actually. It's only black. Magus. Magusi. Ooh, and that fetch land cannot get basic planes. But here comes Solitude. Solitude, however, free cards. Free cards, good. Free cards strong. Very strong, very good. Daniel gets to surveil some more, and hopefully Jordan can follow with maybe another moon effect. Because without Solitude, Daniel was hooped. Daniel, though, is staring at a ring in his hand. So, some fun tech Jordan and I were talking about earlier today was that since his deck plays Shadow Spear, he can actually use Wear and Tear to destroy the ring by activating Shadow Spear to remove Indestructible. And no Indestructible means a very destructible ring. All right, here comes the basic Dan's been looking for. So a little prep for the next moon effect. For the binding. And then here comes the ring. The ring. And Dan's just gonna draw a card right now. Jordan draws, plays a land. 31st Sword of Fire and Ice. Mr. Dominguez enters the field, but unfortunately, thanks to ring protection, Jordan's gonna pass. Cannot get that sword trigger quite yet. Daniel does take one on the upkeep from his ring, so I feel like the biggest lie modern players will tell you is that the ring damage will kill you. It, like, never happens. And there's Omnath.
7/4 out of 10/10. And 32 with haste and an 8 cost or 8 loyalty.
Ooh, but no land for Daniel? No fetch land? No, just 4 life. Thanks, Basic Forest. Pick your poison, sack an artifact. Brutal. That's brutal. All right, untap, draw. Draw a different card. There's Disruptor Flute, so at least that's the ring taken care of, but Jordan still needs to deal with Omnath somehow. Bang, there's Flute. Flute, very likely naming ring here. I don't see any other card you would logically name with Flute when there's literally an onboard ring. Pinging Daniel for 2 damage every turn, but also his land's gaining 4 life, so not really a threat. As long as he can keep churning out lands, and if he's not churning out lands, then he's drawing action. Which is, so really anything that Daniel draws is kind of bad for Jordan here. Jordan does get to play around Leyland Binding though. Here comes Ren. Does Ren just gun down Javier? Or does Ren pick up a land? I think Ren's gonna pick up a fetch. Yeah. So now Daniel gets to play it, gain 4. And then he can also just fetch for a bunch of mana. Fetch for all sorts of mana. Yeah, that's number 4 for Daniel. And you don't see it too often, but Omnath is a 4/4, so does get to just swing in for damage. Prismatic Ending, Ren in 6. See ya, buddy. Here comes Javier. For 1 damage, and then takes 2 from the ring. Jordan, keep it with those ring triggers at least. If Omnath doesn't put down to 22 on this turn with the power of a single land drop. Yeah, just that. I mean, that's a clock. Another 4 damage at Jordan. That is certainly a clock that Jordan has to respect eventually. Not yet, but eventually. Another land for Jordan. Jordan passes the turn, not even attacking with the Fervent Champion, and there's Solitude. Gonna give Jordan a whopping 1 life. And again, this 2 damage from the ring, still not really doing a whole lot. Lightning Bolt on Solitude. Jordan takes 4 down to 8. So 2 more Omnath swings, and it's all over for Jordan. Another 8 more ring triggers for Daniel not playing a land. Blood Moon. Jam Blood Moon.
Beginning each combat, I double the power attack of small creatures I control. And Peregrine Drake, I tap 5 lands. Maelstrom Colossus, Cascade once under 8. Into Elven Boros, second tap creature control from there.
And this is it. Jordan has 1 chance now to draw something out of here. End step something. Ooh, here comes Flage. Put Jordan to 1. Yeah, too many wear tears. Too many wear tears. Just like I said at the beginning. And that's a scoop-a-doop. Daniel takes the W. And Jordan is unfortunately 1-2. All right, looks like Jordan's final match is up against Simon. Has Simon been on stream before? I don't remember. So we don't know what Simon's on, but we will find out. Round 4, Jordan's in 1-2, fighting for the old 50-50 win rate here. It's all on the line. And he gets to go first, right where he wants to be, but no turn 1 play. Very sad. Simon's going to draw for turn. Nice. Dinner away before napping. Hey. It's all about just being a little better. Godless Shrine. Thoughtseize. Interesting. Whole bunch of cards in hand. Thank you. All right, well. He's got a couple cards in hand. It's got 2 Stormforged Mystics, which I will show you on the screen. Using technology. Stoneforged Mystic, baby. Let's go. Very nice. Took Jordan's Sword of Fire and Ice, though.
Just so like, hey, you run board wipes, it's not enough. You need more.
Took Jordan's Sword of Fire and Ice.
Sounds like fun.
See, isn't that fun? Now I can look up the card, and then it'll change it when I look it up. Technology.
Yeah, sounds like fun.
Jordan gonna go play his second Sword Missing and get up Sword of Forge and Frontier. I'm not gonna bring up his version because it's hard as hell to read.
Recycler, though it's in your colors.
There's so many amazing
But it looks like this. This is the regular version. Jordan's got the bougie version.
Sunfall.
Sort of a here. The old treasure from red and green. +2/+2. No deal coming down to a player. Let's up a country library. Put those cards later turn. You later still land. Let's turn. Equip 2.
Because you only like sunrise.
Simon's gonna go fetch another land out of his deck. You still don't really know what Simon is on. He's played a land and he's a 1-mana discard spell. Not really much else though.
It's like Risk in Edo Japan. It's not a fun. But it's less focused on actual combat and more focused on how you can grind out points against your opponents.
Annoying part.
That's why I use it.
And there's Guide of Souls. And there's Onslaught Pride. So it looks like this is going to be either Mardu Energy or even just Orzhov Energy. Let's bring out the cat.
No, you don't, Alan. That's not what the plastic's for.
Ocelots are cute.
I'm gonna sit here for an hour.
There's Ocelot Pride, a little kitty, a little bit of first strike, a little bit of lifelink, a little bit of making 1/1 tokens. Ooh, and then Jordan hits it with the old Magus of the Moon, much like Blood Moon, but it's a 2/2 creature. In addition to doing the Moon Man things. So cut someone off black, but opens them up to red. Fetch land for some more red.
Because my shoes were causing me so much pain, I couldn't walk. So I had to throw them out immediately.
Sounds like we need
And it looks like planes for Static Prison? No, another Ocelot Pride. Simon's gonna gain some life thanks to Guide of Souls.
My plans were today, go pick up my bus pass, go get my new shoes, meet you guys here, and then the weather went to shit, and I was like, oh, well, I guess I'm doing nothing today.
Yeah, Crystal's plan was get to her apartment. She lost hers for some reason.
Fine. So you wouldn't have to deal with all this, you just didn't use the bag. And your mat would roll better.
Gaining life, gets a couple cats. Prismatic getting on Guide of Souls. Put that in the trash, thank you.
Also, I love that you did all of that fucking work just to rip it right back out again.
That Guide of Souls should be exiled. Make sure you don't miss that, Jordan. But just exile Guide of Souls and hold up Stoneforge Mystic.
You don't need this.
There's another mountain. Another mountain. I'm pretty sure Simon has Flage in hand. I mean, why doesn't he just Flage his Magus to the Moon? Just shoot it.
Sociopath behavior, I want you to know.
Gets no energy off of the Aether Hub that just plays a land. Aether Hub gives you 1 energy, and you can pain energy at a mana of any color.
Sociopath and not psychopath.
Of course, pay and tab. You can't just. It's not just like a Black Lotus for energy.
Look it up. I'll confirm it for you.
1, 2, 3, Flage. Yes. Flage, shoot Magus. All right. Colors back online. Simon gains 3, up to 22. Alpha Prides are gaining life. 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 permanents. No city's blessing yet. Cute kitty. Cute kitty.
Sociopaths are worse. That's the difference.
All right, just gonna pass. Looks like
Actually, the opposite.
Jordan's gonna put in Sword of Fortune Frontier.
Regular psychopath.
We can bring that back up.
Will act more calm, manipulative, and in control of things.
Sword of Forge.
Sociopaths
This guy.
are murder hobos.
There's a lot of cats over there, though. There's a lot of cats.
Learn something new every day.
Oh, it looks like Jordan's got a Flade of his own.
Now I must have
I mean, you got to get one of those cats. You can't shoot one of the or one of the Ocelot Prides. So Flade has been cast a couple times this game already. Here's Flage, big scary guy.
now we're at.
But it looks like actually Jordan decided not to cast Flage and is just gonna equip Stoneforge Mystic with the sword and sit on defense. It's a lot of 1/1s over there. White 4? Static Prison? 4 Static Prison. Static Prison is an Oblivion Ring effect with some energy conditions stapled onto it. And looks like Jordan has seen enough, so he's just going to scoop it up to the removal spell. Since that removes Jordan's only creature, and then someone gets to swing in for a boatload, and then gain some more cat, and then gain a lot more cats. And then I think that's just way too many cats for Jordan to deal with. So, Jordan taking the play here. Hopefully, he's looking for a turn 2 Sun Cleanser to really try to wrap this game up. Simon's probably looking for, or if Simon anticipates the turn 2 Sun Cleanser, or the Sun Cleanser from Jordan's sideboard, he's going to be looking for Static Prison. Static Prison is kind of a weird one, in that it does answer Sun Cleanser, but Jordan coming out fast out of the gate for a whole 1 damage with Javier Dominguez's signature card, Fervent Champion. The old haste, first strike, and equip abilities for Mr. Dominguez cost 2 less. And then it has some weird night text. But here comes Ocelot Pride, also a first strike creature. Fervent Champion. Fervent Champion. There's Fervent Champion. There's old Javier. And it looks like Jordan's got the old 1-2 punch of Javier Dominguez into Stoneforge Mystic to get an equipment. So, as you can see on your screen, equip abilities that target Fervent Champion cost 2 less to activate. And then Jordan just played a creature that searches an equipment out of his deck and puts it into his hand. He also paid 2 and taps Stoneforge Mystic to put it into play, which then he can equip immediately to Fervent Champion, and he can start going to town. And then it'll be kind of up to Simon to just see if he can just continually chump block. Because he certainly can't let Fervent Champion hit him, since Sword of Fire and Ice lets him deal 2 damage and draw a card. Simon taking 2 to shotgun the old Godless Shrine, but does he have Thoughtseize? Discard, very strong against, yeah, there it is. So here comes Sword of Fire and Ice. Ooh, but Jordan's got a few equipment options here. Sword of Fire and Ice, Spear of Leonidas. So let's look at the new card here. Spear of Leonidas. Let's get a different pictured one. This one. So Spear of Leonidas does a bunch of fun stuff. But whenever the creature attacks, Jordan gets to choose one. So either it gets double strike until the turn, and it gets to create a legendary horse, or he discards 2 cards, then draws 2 cards. So Shadow Spear, a little bit of lifelink. So I mean, Jordan's got a lot of options here, and none of them are good for Simon. But he's determined that sort of Fire and Ice is still the best one. Still the best one. So sweet play next turn by Jordan is that he can actually use Storm Vortex to put in Spear and still cast Shadow Spear off of this third land, and then suit up both on Javier and really go to town here. So yeah, put in Shadow Spear. Equip Shadow Spear on to Fervent Champion. Activate. Oh no, just play play the old warrior class. I think I would like to see Spear here. But Jordan wants to keep things going. You can start making ghosts with Endurial, but I know you can sort of Forge and Frontier. We saw that last game. Old pro-red, pro-green. And just gonna pass it back, interestingly enough. Gonna just try to stonewall this cat. Doesn't want Simon swinging and gaining life. A little weird. I think I would have attacked if I was Jordan. At least getting your 2 damage. Simon playing the old Sacred Foundry. Shocks it in. Ooh, Simon looking at a couple of wear tears in his hand. It looks like one wear tear. Looks like another Ocelot Pride. So wear tear is pretty strong here. Maybe Jordan had the read. So, but also, yeah, Jordan just giving Simon a free 2-for-1, since wear tear is the old destroy target enchantment, destroy target artifact. Search up Wear Tear. So Wear Tear is a funny card because it's sideways. Oh my god, is that how the preview looks? Alright, well, it's kind of 2 cards in one. But yeah, alright, my preview doesn't work too well for these sideways cards. Lamau, but it is what it is. Just gonna Galvanic Discharge. Shoot down old Heavy Air. Gun him down with a little bit of blasting.
It gets discounted, but Trinisphere has a rule, so it has to cost 3. But you have 3 lands that cost.
Here comes another Ocelot Pride. So Simon's still holding on to Wear Tear, just hoping to, I guess, bait Jordan to getting blown out. Blood Moon. All right, well, that cuts Simon off of black at least. But still has 1 white up. Also, yeah, cuts his white mana off a little bit, so he only really casts 1 white spell per turn, which is not really where the energy deck wants to be. The energy deck casts a lot of white spells. So, but I mean, still, Wear Tear is still very online for Simon. He can very easily Wear Tear Fuse. And just gonna Static Prison the Stoneforge Mystic. And then attack into the Ocelot Prides. Gain some life. So Jordan out of creatures now. Simon pulling ahead with the here comes the cat army. Jordan just gonna play another equipment. And then pass? Yeah, looks like it's a pass. Yeah, Cyber Brothers takes down, drains a little bit of Simon's energy away. Plays a land, that's a mountain, while Jordan still controls a Blood Moon. Four more damage goes to Jordan. We're going to 10. So he gets one cat. The city's blessing will give him 2 more cats. Or no, 3 cats. 9. So I think we're just figuring out how this how the city's blessing is going to pan out here. That is, Simon should have not that many cats. Should have 1 less cat, I believe. Or no, make 1, and then if you have the city's blessing. Here comes Mr. Dominguez. Equip, equip, equip. Discharge on Mr. Dominguez. And that is it, unfortunately. The Army of Cats didn't even have to use Wear Tear. Just good old-fashioned Ocelot Pride doing the work. Let's bring up Ocelot Pride one more time. Ocelot Pride. Look at this full art one. Yeah, look at that kitty. So Simon wins with the old Cats deck. Hitting cats, gaining life. Fortunately, Jordan did not see the Sun Cleansers. And Simon just had the removal suite that was enough to push him over the finish line, unfortunately. So Jordan does finish with the old 2-2 record. But I think he gave it a good shot. I think this is a pretty good first run with this deck. Thanks so much for watching. That is going to be the end of our stream. So thanks so much for hanging out with me today. If you like this content, make sure you give the channel a follow and check out our videos, or check out my videos on YouTube and my bad takes on Twitter, or X, or whatever it's called now. So yeah, take care, and I will see you guys same time, same place next week. Bye-bye.